Hi guys, thanks for clicking on the video. Those of you with a keen eye are probably wondering why the heck I'm sitting behind a camping stove with a pot of boiling water on it. Well, let me tell you. What I've decided I want to try and do in this video, for science, is to see whether or not it is possible to use synthetic fabric dye to dye plastic veins. Now the veins I have here are FlexFletch veins, they're white. I want to change my colors up, and as you all know by now, I'm a bit of a bargain hunter, a bit of a tight ass, so I thought, why not see if I can dye these veins a different color? It may work, it may not, we'll find out together. So the dye that I have is a synthetic poly dye, and it was just bought from a fabric shop nearby. And what it says on the back is fill the stainless steel pot with just enough water, add the dye and the color intensifier to the water and stir, add garments and boil for half to 1 hour. Now, depending on your color intensity as far as fabric dyes are concerned, you leave it in for less time if you don't want it as dark. Now, you may be wondering, why do I know that? That'll be my secret. So let's open the packet and have a look and see what's going on. So we have the dye and we have the color intensifier, and we also have very boiling water, very boiling. So now, if I remember correctly, the dye packet is actually soluble and you can just dump it in the water and it'll do its own thing. Yep, soluble dye packet in the water. See what happens. And then you have the color intensifier, and that goes in there as well. And what I might do is bring the camera closer so you guys can see what's going on in the pot. So as you can see, the dye packet is melting and we're getting this crazy blue color going on in here. All right, so as you can see, we need to keep this boiling just enough. And now I'll grab some of these veins and chuck them in and we'll see what happens. Tell you what though, it doesn't smell very good. Whoa. All right, so let's see if we can get these veins out and see if that's worked. So far that looks fairly successful. A little too successful, almost. I wasn't really after that much of a dark blue. Don't tell my wife about the towel. Whoops. I don't want to dye my fingers. Maybe I should have put some gloves on. I think that's all of them out of the water. So I've thrown the veins in some water to rinse them off a bit. And as you can see, the color has really sucked into them and it's only rubbing off slightly. Just need to keep rinsing it, I think. So that's what color they were before. that's what color they are now. Well, I think that answered its own question. You definitely can use synthetic fabric dye to dye plastic veins. Now, I know these ones say they're no prep and all that sort of stuff, so they probably had some sort of coating on where your glue surface is that I've boiled off. We'll see how they stick to the arrows. It's not exactly the color I was after. I was after like a really nice light blue. So next time I'll buy a different dye, and I'd call that a success. So just on the off chance you were sitting at your desk or out in the field one day wondering whether or not it's possible to dye plastic veins with fabric dye, answer's yes. So thanks for watching. Leave a like or a comment below. Remember to click that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and hit the little bell icon so you receive a notification each time I upload a new video. I hope you guys all have a great week, and remember, just do good shots.